Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Vinyard. I've been listing bank foreclosures for over 18 years, and today we're going to talk about what is a deed-in-lieu of foreclosure. It's commonly referred to as a deed-in-lieu of foreclosure, and by definition, it's a deed instrument in which the mortgager, who's the borrower, conveys all interest back to the bank instead of being foreclosed. In other words, the borrower just gives the house back to the bank. It's that simple. A lot of lenders do not push this as an option. I don't really understand why, I never have, but here recently, during COVID, I've seen a huge rise in the number of deed-in-lieus. Every property I've received from a bank in the last couple of months have all been due to the borrowers doing a deed-in-lieu. Why? Well, right now you gotta remember, COVID stopped all foreclosure proceedings. Nothing's being foreclosed on. Evictions aren't happening. So until next year in 2021, these people are in the homes. They're not going anywhere. Okay, so the only way the bank is gonna get them out or take the property back right now is gonna be through a deed-in-lieu of foreclosure. It's the option of last resort. I mean, it really is, but it's always better than a foreclosure. So if a foreclosure is the last resort, right before you get to foreclosure, you should be pushing, or the borrower should really be trying to do a deed-in-lieu. It's always going to be more beneficial to the borrower than a foreclosure. So what are some of the benefits of a deed-in-lieu? Well, the biggest is going to be your credit. You got to remember, a deed-in-lieu only lasts 4 years on your credit, where a foreclosure lasts 7. That's 3 years a borrower will not be able to buy again, just from the difference of not doing a deed-in-lieu compared to being foreclosed on. Another one's possibly no deficiency judgment. And what is a deficiency judgment if you don't remember? It's just a legal order to pay off a loan balance, basically. In other words, whatever your loan balance is on the home and what it sells for is going to be a deficiency if it's less, which typically in our market, in this, in this era, it's going to be less. So that's a deficiency. Some lenders are going to put this on your credit. Some lenders are going to put a judgment towards you for this amount. You need to know this if you are preparing to do a deed-in-lieu. It's really important to know what the servicer's policies are. All right, what are some of the negatives? Well, once again, your credit. First and foremost, a deed-in-lieu is going to ding your credit. And some lenders, like we just talked about, are going to report the unrecouped balance as a derogatory count on your credit. And third, there's always the possibility that you could have a deficiency judgment, and that's strictly the decision of the servicer. Remember that. It's up to whoever you're making your payments to. It's their decision on how that's done and how it's written up for your deed-in-lieu. Just remember, a deed-in-lieu is always a better option than a foreclosure. From your credit, from everything else, it'll allow you to buy a home quicker by doing a deed-in-lieu. In my experience, homeowners have to be more aggressive to do a deed-in-lieu. The servicers just don't reach out and pursue it as much as they should. Hope this video was helpful. If so, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. I appreciate it. Have a great day, and thanks.